Yo, what's up everyone, Treadmill1 here, and I've been having a little issue with the Pokemon anime. Basically, where the second members of the main character's team don't get the treatment that they deserve. They're always getting shadowed by the main stars. Now, yes, I know every series is going to have their aces, but I feel like in Journeys and Horizons, they've really been shafted. Like, for example, you know I didn't really like how Lucario took all the spotlight, but I do feel like later on in the series, they kind of fixed that. But Horizons doesn't seem to be doing the case. Now, I want to go ahead and address this one thing. A lot of y'all might be thinking, well, Liko, Roy, and Dot aren't taking on a Pokemon League, so they technically don't have to build a Pokemon team, right? I mean, yeah, that is true. Until you look at their goals. They want to go catch all these legendary Pokemon. A Rayquaza. They're trying to go catch an Entei. The Entei was what really kind of brought this out of me. Basically, Liko, Roy, and Dot used their starter Pokemon against Entei. Cool. Especially with Dot and Roy. But Liko, you have a Florigato against an Entei. When you have a second Pokemon that you could be using, Hatchram. And not only with Hatchram, Kilowattrel and Tinkaton don't get developed or used that much either. The one time we got to see Kilowattrel in recent, he just came out, looked at a whirlpool and got dizzy, got called back. And it's so unfortunate that the secondary Pokemon are getting treated like this, especially when none of them have gotten a win except Kilowattrel, and the only win Kilowattrel got was against Hatchram. Other than that, if you look back at the gym battles, the ones who were pulling through with the wins were Florigato, Crocodile, and Quaxwell. None of their secondary Pokemon got any victories against any of the gym leaders, the Elite Four members, and, you know, they aren't even thought about when, like, fighting Entei or fighting the champion. For example, imagine they're all fighting against Entei, and Liko's like, I'm not doing anything. So let me go ahead and call out Hatchram. Then we could have seen Hatchram get some action, and that would have been really cool. And then not only that, they have terrestrialization too. Like, they only terror their main starter Pokemon, but wouldn't it be cool to see them terrestrialize their secondary Pokemon and see them get some action in? Because think about it. They want to fight a Rayquaza. Hatchram is super effective against Rayquaza. You know, it's fairy types. Like, we could see a lot going on with these secondary Pokemon. And that's why I want to relate back to where the issue kind of started. Journeys. Journey started out pretty okay. You know, we had Pikachu, Gengar, Dragonite. Then Riolu gets caught, and then I don't know what happened. They just threw everything else out the window. We have moments where Ash would go on his adventure with just Pikachu and Riolu, and it's just like, if you had Dragonite or Gengar with you, you could have got out of this mess. Or he would go into battles with, you know, Riolu and be losing, and then he'd get upset. When, like, if you used some of your other Pokemon, you probably would have did better. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, I know Liko and Roy aren't really needing to build a full team. I'm not saying that. But since you have other Pokemon, let's see them get developed. Let's see them get some wins. And, you know, let's see them do well so that in that final fight against Rayquaza, we can see you all go all out. I do believe there's a solution within all of this. Now, maybe we just haven't gotten to that point yet, but who knows? Maybe after the next fight with Rayquaza, they take another beating real bad, and then they decide, oh, we need to go train some more. Maybe this is where they'll train their secondary Pokemon. I'm hoping we have a Galar arc where we actually go see them fight the Galar gym leaders, kind of like how we just saw with the Paldea gym leaders, because there's a lot of Galar gym leaders that we didn't get to see in Journeys that I feel like could be shown off here. And we can see Dynamax and Gigantamax. Liko has a Hatchram. If it evolves, we can see the G-Max form. As for Roy and Dot, yeah, they don't have a special G-Max form with those Pokemon, but who knows? Like, I still want to see them get some of the other gimmicks. Maybe where Dot gets a Z-Ring, and then we get to see she uses a Z move with Tinkaton, like a fairy-type Z move or something to help with Rayquaza. And as for Roy, you know, I have the prediction that Roy would get a Mega, but that's kind of more for Rayquaza. I don't really see anything that he could get for Kilowattrel. Maybe Kilowattrel could Dynamax, or it could use the Terra Orb too. Like, just give us something where we can see these Pokemon get developed and get used so that we can actually feel more stakes. Don't get me wrong. I am bigging up Liko, Roy, and Dot. They've done great. They've had good development from when the series first started and they always had to rely on Cap to save them to now where they can fight on their own. They can fight the Explorers. They're winning battles. But it's only with their starters. Come on, let's see some of those other Pokemon get developed. I don't want them to have kind of the same treatment that a lot of the Journeys Pokemon had, where we don't really have anything to remember them by when the series ends. But the series is probably only halfway to a little more than halfway done, so I'm pretty sure we will get some more development later down the line. We're in the 80s. Normally, Pokemon series runs to about 140, so all we can do is hope. But then again, we do know the starters have to evolve again, and yeah, they're probably not done being developed as well, so who knows what's going to happen. But in the comment section down below, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think this is going to be a big issue? Do y'all think these Pokemon will get shafted to the very end and not have much accomplishments at all? Or do you think they'll turn around and give us something great? Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Happy New Year. Trainman 1, peace out.